And down. Some plays he would want back from a mental standpoint. Physically, I thought he was very physical, especially in the second half. Two plays in particular we like to have back on defense.
Would you just attribute that to rust or just lack of focus on those two plays? Or?
His first game out, it's the first game out. He's got a lot on his plate. He does a lot of things for us. We expect him to carry those out, obviously. Got a little anxious on those, but he'll calm down the next couple weeks.
Was there any, how'd you get through it physically? I know at one point Zion went out, but he came back in the game. How's it look as far as injuries go?
So far, so good. We're still assessing and going over the injury reports, so I don't have anything permanent for you right now.
Can you speak to the importance of Mike Evans?
Certainly you want to get him the ball a lot, but the defense still has to focus on him so much that it opens up opportunities for other people too.
He's a big focus of our offense. Obviously, he's a focus for defenses when they play us, so he's going to command 2 or 3 guys sometimes, so that opens up the run game. It opens up the other receivers, the tight ends. It helps the quarterback get his read a lot quicker. So Mike does a lot of things even when he's not getting the ball.
There was a switch up on the offensive line against Atlanta, and it looked like they played well during the game, but now that you've had time to kind of look at the film about how that worked, do you anticipate going with that lineup going forward until Tristan Wirfs is able to return?
We'll see what it is this week, but I thought Graham, for the first time at tackle, played very well. I thought Bredesen did a very good job at center, especially controlling where the blitzes go and the pickups and everything like that. And Michael Jordan played well at guard as well. So they played tough and they battled. For those guys moving around, playing their first game at different positions, I thought they did a good job. And going forward, we'll see.
When does the contingency, as you looked at it, become the plan? Like what light bulb goes off? What discussions are?
Well, when we gave him a couple reps out there, first we were doing it out of emergency. Like, hey, he looks pretty good out there, and then Ben looked pretty good at center, and then we just started messing with it a little bit. And the more we saw it, the more it started coming into focus. And when I first asked him to do it, I just said in case of emergency. So he took a few reps here and there. Then it got to be an emergency, and he started looking better and better, and he was firing off the ball in the run game. It was like, hey, we might be more physical with Graham at tackle and Ben at center and, with Jordan at guard because he had a good preseason. So, and nobody really wanted to say it. It's like, hey, we probably need to do this, and then it kind of came into fruition.
So that was your call, 2 weeks before the game, a week before the game, this week?
Between me, Carbs, and Grizz, we all talked about it, and we all saw the same thing, but nobody wanted to say it. So I was the bad guy to say it, but they were like, yeah, he does look very good out there. And like, this is pretty good, and then we went with it.
Because there's this adage that, you don't want to change 3 players if you can get by with changing 1, right?
Yeah, that's all we wanted to do. We weren't trying to do it. It started out as an emergency, but it started looking better and better, and then it just came like we probably need to roll with this. It gives us our best chance to win.
What was your biggest takeaway after looking at the film, just for the entire team as a unit? What were you most pleased with?
Just the resiliency. Those guys didn't blink, whether it was penalties, a bad play, or anything else. And this is the first time they've played that many plays in a ball game with a limited preseason. So I knew there was going to be some fatigue in the second half, but mentally they didn't fall off, and they believed in each other, and that was the biggest take out of the game.
Is that kind of the involvement, the maturity of your team? Because you've had a number of guys together now. Obviously, you've added to it each year, and there's 16, 17, 18 players that are different. But just in terms of where you're at, you talk about culture a lot, just the ability to know, hold the rope, don't let it go, and that kind of thing.
I think so mentally, especially for the first game. We're further along mentally than we were in the past, but physically we got some ways to go, but mentally I thought those guys were sharp.
And with Houston this week, that's another team that has a really good defensive front. Just what kind of challenge you face with them going against your guys?
It's not only the defensive front. They got some pretty good ball hawks back there in the secondary. We can't be late with any throws or lazy with any routes, and we got to try to control those guys on the edge. They got a heck of a football team.
What do you think of Michael Penix Jr., the first matchup against him, someone you're going to see in the division for a while?
He's a good quarterback. He's a very good quarterback. We knew that going in. Sharp arm. He can really look off, and very accurate throwing the other way. As soon as he looks that way, he can run when he has to. He's a competitor, and it's going to be a battle every time we play him.
You mentioned, Atlanta really, they want to run the ball. They have 2 really good running backs, and John got you in the passing game a little bit. But what was happening up front for you guys to just shut down their run like that? Was it Vita and Kalijah? What was happening?
I mean, we played hard. A few scheme things we had with Hassan, moving him around, whether it was 4-3, 3-4, nickel. And that probably caused some consternation. I can't speak for them, but it kind of helped us talk them out of a few things in the run game. And then the guys up front really played hard. And the boss really excelled in the run game as well.
After looking at the film for the pass rush itself, how do you think they performed? Sam Reddick got a sack there, and it looked like Yaya Diaby was getting some pressure back there.
I thought we missed quite a few of them. I thought we rushed well. We didn't finish the play, but we rushed well. Got to work on closing the middle out toward the end of the ball game with those guys, not letting the quarterback run up the middle.
Zion had a couple of big plays, obviously, and he can do it against the run or the pass, but the ball hawks didn't come.
He dropped two. Dean dropped one. We had our chances. That could have opened the game up, but they covered well. They played very good press coverage, and for the most part, they were tight on their guys.